Hey everyone, Shabby here, and welcome back to the SWE World Cup of Wrestling. I'm finally back off my holiday to start recording some more episodes, and as you can hear, my voice is absolutely fucked. We're here from Orlando, Florida tonight for the last match in Group B. England take on India in an incredibly interesting collision. And here is our first match of the evening. It is me, Marty Scurll, taking on Sonjay Dutt. Oh, my throat is killing me. I apologise, this episode is going to be a lot of me sounding really gruffly and then also probably coughing quite a lot in the distance as well, so I do apologise in advance, but I do not want to get behind schedule on this World Cup because I'm really enjoying it, and judging by the views, I think you guys are enjoying it as well, and of course a lot of likes, so thank you very much for all of that. Right, so as I said in the introduction, this is a very important episode, and the reason why is because at this point in time, the group is looking incredibly tight. Now, at this point in time, we can discount Australia. They have been eliminated. However, Japan, India, and England can all qualify. Now, Japan are currently top of the group on 8 points. Of course, the top 2 teams will qualify. India are on 7 points. England are on 6. So, if it is a very one-sided match here, Japan can qualify. If it's a very even match and finishes, I don't know, 3-2 or 4-1, then Japan could be right back in this one. I'm sure a lot of the other groups are hoping that Japan do get eliminated, but there's a chance here that we could get our first buffer match. Bloody throat, I tell you. I don't know what I've come back with off my holiday. I've caught some sort of Turkish lurgy by the sounds of it. I don't know what it is, but my throat is killing me and I'm bloody coughing me guts up every 2 minutes, so I do apologise, but like I said, I do not want to get behind on these videos. I always end up behind on schedule, and I just don't want to do that again. I want to stay on top of this. I did so well to get 2 weeks ahead for my holiday. Now I'm back, and we want to stay back on track, I think. So Marty Scurll out here right now, ready to go. And then here comes Sonjay Dutt. Yeah, so this could be massive, this one. India need 2 points to guarantee themselves through. England need 3 points to guarantee themselves through. So a 3-2 win here to England would put both these nations through. If England only get 2 points this evening, then they will have to face Japan in a buffer match. If India only get 1 point this evening, then they will have to face Japan in a buffer match. So Japan are really just hoping at the moment. Japan need either a 4-1 England win, a 5-0 England win, a 5-0 India win, or a 4-1 India win. Those are the only real things that are going to help on. A 3-2 India win should win for them. Oh, well, no, yeah. Well, 3-2 India win would create the buffer match, but Japan have some very defined results they need here this evening. But like I said, a lot of the other teams in this competition will be absolutely desperate for Japan to get knocked out, and it is very much their own fault, to be honest. They've not taken the opportunities when they probably should have done. Of course, they did get a 4-1 win over Australia, which was very, very good, but they could have done with a 5-0 in fairness. When they lost 3-2 to India, which of course was big, and they also lost 3-2 to England. So they have really, they've lost 2 of their matches. They lost to both these teams, but, and would that in your mind say that both India and England should go through? It's going to be a tricky one. Someone's going to be very, very disappointed at the end of this evening. Or maybe we'll end up with that buffer match that we mentioned beforehand. We haven't had one yet. We've got through all of Group A with no issues, and Group B could be the first one. Group D looks pretty solid. I think Group D looks like it should be Canada and Tonga and Ireland are fighting a little bit, but it should be Canada and Ireland. I would imagine will go through quite easily. Group C is looking even-ish, but again, it looks pretty good for both Germany and Mexico in that one. We'll have to wait and see how things pan out over the next few days. But Marty Scurll is in control here. And that'll be exactly what they need. They'll need the early point. That's what's going to be big for them. Like I said, they need to win this 3-2 to guarantee themselves a place in the next round. And I feel like the best 2 teams in this group are England and Japan. But India have really proved their worth throughout this competition. They've done very, very well. Mike's going to bring in Sonjay back up to his feet. Over the top rope goes Sonjay, who fights back with the Forearm in the face, then into a nice springboard hurricanrana from the outside. Then locking in that head scissors. So a lot has happened in the world of wrestling since I've been away on holiday. Of course, quite a few things. We've lost Big Cass, which was not really a shame. The WWE UK tournament happened, and we've now got the WWE NXT brand, which is not really a surprise because we all knew it was coming anyway. I'm going to ask you guys a question. Oh, God. You guys can help me on this one, right? Because I don't know the answer to this, and I've asked PJ Tovey, he's not sure either. Right. For all you people out there that are probably a bit more up-to-date and know a bit more than myself and PJ Tovey, the new WWE NXT brand, is this solely a live show scenario? Is it just going to be house shows that you can go and watch? Or is there actually going to be TV tapings and an episodic show on the network? I don't know the answer to that one myself. I feel like it's just going to be house shows for now. However, I have seen reports saying that there's taping set up. I don't honestly know how they're doing this. So if you do know the answer to that question, let me know in the comment section down below. It'd be nice to know, because I'd like to watch a WWE NXT UK show and showcase some of these UK talents to show off what we've got. And I feel like the fact that Noam Dar and Mark Andrews have been included in that roster as well makes me feel like it will be more televised. But who knows? Who the hell knows? I'm gonna have a bit of drink. See if that helps my cough. Is Marty Scurll go for the counter? He's not going to get that, is he? But Sonjay did a good job there to avoid Marty, but Marty catches him with that stiff right hand up on the shoulders, but Dutt fights free. Nice knee in the face, and then looking for... There it is, the Salida Assault locks the legs, and Sonjay Dutt has only gone and pinned Marty Scurll, and that puts India equal points with Japan. That is not the start that England wanted. Of course, they need more points than India to qualify. This is big. This is really, really big for India. Put some equal with Japan. One more point for India tonight would mean that they would definitely be through. Like I said, they can lose here this evening, and it'd be absolutely no issue. And here is our second match of the evening. Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight, takes on Jinder Mahal in a match that is imperative to both these men now. Pete Dunne knows that England need 3 of the final 4 points available this evening to guarantee themselves a place in the next round. Jinder Mahal knows win here in this one match will guarantee them a place in the next round. God, why? I don't know. I should have had a few days off here, shouldn't I, really? But there you go. There you go, shit happens, doesn't it, I suppose. You've got to fight through these things. This is why I need to have more videos in reserve, just so I can be ill for a week and then not be an issue. But so I've just got back off holiday. I literally recorded exactly enough videos to get me through. And yeah, maybe that wasn't the wisest thing to do, but I got there. Anyway, the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne, probably in my opinion one of the best things in WWE, to be honest with you. He's been so good. He's so talented, and you just know he's going to be an absolute superstar in the future. I think he's only early 20s now. Think of how good he's going to be in 10 years' time, when a lot of wrestlers don't really hit their peak until their 30s, to be honest. It takes a long time to develop yourself in the ring and develop yourself to your character and that sort of thing, and he seems to have it all sorted straight away. But there you go. Hopefully this time we'll actually get him on WWE 2K19. Over there and miss him off again. I don't know why they missed all the the UK talent off. I suppose they weren't properly contracted, were they? So that's probably why. Hopefully this year we'll get them though. Extra NXT. Proper 205 live roster. Lots of stuff going on, I think. That's my hope anyway. Get some good 2K19 stuff. Anyway then, collision here, which does mean, of course, we've got 2 guys left, which means our final singles match will end up being Zack Sabre Jr. versus the Great Khali. So Pete Dunne versus Jinder Mahal. And straight away Dunne wrenching back at the arm of Jinder Mahal. And Pete Dunne sort of outstrengthened him to start off with. Nice backdrop. A slamming the arm into the mat as well. But Jinder comes fighting back. He's quite an experienced wrestler now, I suppose. He's been going around for a while. And that might be his advantage here, to be honest with you. But Pete Dunne does have the heart of a lion, really. Oh, I am terrible at this. I do apologise. I'm going to have a few more days before I record the next one. But he's got the heart of a lion. And really, he's just an outstanding wrestler, Pete Dunne, isn't he? I've been through this a few times now. I'm in awe of his talent sometimes. I really am. I mean, you look at his young age, as well as Tyler Bate as well. Wasn't Tyler Bate like 18 when he won the UK tournament? Oh no, he wasn't that young. Was he like 21, 20? And Pete Dunne was only like 22. And it just shows what we've got in the future, doesn't it? It's just incredible amount of talent. I really do appreciate the work that Triple H is doing to ensure that the next generation of wrestling is going to be absolutely fantastic. It's going to be far in advance of what we had in the last few years. Can you imagine when, I know a lot of us said about when the Big Show and Mark Henry retired and the talent we would have, and we have got a lot of that talent now. And it is just going to get better and better. When the likes of John Cena move on, no offense to John Cena, he's been a fantastic asset for years and years and years in the past. And when you imagine the sort of talent that's going to replace John Cena, I mean, it's going to be incredible. If you think we've replaced the Big Show on the roster essentially with Braun Strowman, you look at the difference that those 2 guys offer. It's incredible. Braun Strowman is just far in advance. But then again, the Big Show, when he first came in to the scene years and years ago, was a very good wrestler, actually. He had a much better, diverse moveset and so forth, and he was very impressive. So, you know, it's a bit harsh, I suppose, looking that way. He just was a bit old, wasn't he? Anyway, enough talking absolute bollocks. Let's continue on with the match tonight, because this is a very important one. Like I said, he needs this point for England, and I need to bloody just live. I don't think I'm going to make it through this video, let alone the other bloody World Cup. Alright, Pete Dunne fighting back. I've had a mouthful of drink. Hopefully that's going to lubricate my throat sufficiently enough to continue on for a little bit. But yeah, Pete Dunne needs this point. He's desperate for it, really. England are desperate for it. They know that 3 points here would put them through. A 3-2 win to England in this episode would see both these teams qualify. Oh my god, I really am apologising for this video. It's absolutely going to be awful, but I want to stay on script. I want to stay on schedule, but it's just so difficult when you just can't really do it. I'm not... Oh, there's nice X-Plex. I'm not that bad normally. It's just when I try and talk, it's bad. If I sit here and watch TV for a bit, it'll be absolutely fine, but as soon as I try and talk or do anything, it just gets worse and worse and worse. We'll battle through it. We're on the second match now out of 3. We're fine. Nice pin here by Pete Dunne. It is enough to get the victory. I was blabbing about me being absolutely dying, and Pete Dunne goes ahead and does what he needs to do. Does what he does best. Get to England the point. 2 more points will make sure England go through. So effectively, if England do win the 6-man tag, no matter what happens in the Zack Sabre Jr. versus Khali match, England will qualify. But that's good either way. Either way, that's good. And Pete Dunne did very, very well. That X-Plex was sort of the beginning of the end. There's the X-Plex there. Nice move, actually. It looks like a very complicated move to hit. And there's, of course, Pete Dunne's finish move, which I can't remember what it's called. I don't know why I can't remember what it's called, but I can't remember. I lose track half the time, I tell you. I know you guys will be commenting it. You know what these moves are called. I'm ill. Let me off. I'm not very well. Anyway, this is a big win for England. 2 more points, see them go through. 1 more point for India, sees them go through. Let's keep pushing on with the night. And here is that final singles match of the evening. Zack Sabre Jr. versus the Great Khali. This point, again, could confirm India's place in the next round. This point could also give England a fighting chance. This will put England equal with Japan, which would mean that, worst case scenario, they have to face them in a playoff. So first up, one of my favourite wrestlers, Zack Sabre Jr. Quite sure what Zack's up to at this point in time. I know he's working New Japan. He's working a plethora of indie dates. I'm getting worse here. He's working at... I'm going to give up. I'm just dying. I'm going to die. Zack is working a plethora of dates across the indie scene, as well, of course, working New Japan. I think New Japan's actually quite a big deal because there's a lot of house shows involved in that. It depends how much of the house shows is actually involved in, to be honest with you. I'm not quite sure. I see a lot. I always look at the cards for the big shows, but the house shows, I don't think they're necessarily built up of a lot of the major stars, but maybe it's part of triple 6-man tags and so forth. Oh, I'm really struggling. My voice is getting worse. I should have bowed out of this one, I think. I should have bowed out. But we're through it now. We're getting there. We're not got far left now. We've only got this match and a 6-man tag to fight through. This cough's so bad, I'm going to give it to you guys really contagiously down the phone at this point in time. Right, that was good. I like that cough. That felt good, that cough. There's nothing to it. It's just like it's an itchy one, I think. That's what it is. Right. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm gonna survive it. But will the Great Khali? Great Khali? I went Australian then. Will the Great Khali survive it? Like I said, India need just 1 sole point to guarantee their place. If they don't get that 1 sole point, they will have to face Japan in a playoff match again. So there is one scenario that I see Japan get knocked out, and that is for India to win this match and for England to win the 6-man tag. If England win this singles match, bloody hell. If England win this singles match, then Japan are guaranteed an opportunity at some sort of playoff match. Be that against England or Japan, either way. The only way that Japan are definitely out, like I said, is if Khali wins the singles match, then England win the 6-man tag. If that doesn't happen, then we will see Japan another time fighting for their survival. And they need to do that. But of course, Japan did lose both 3-2 to India and 3-2 to England. It just shows that something that's been said a lot in the past, that the best players in the world do not necessarily make the best team. There needs to be a delicate balance in a team that really showcases their ability. And at the moment, Japan, although on paper being one of the strongest teams, have, yeah, like I said, not really proved they're the best on the ground, really, are they? That's, if you look at it that way. Nice drop toe hold there by Zack Sabre Jr. on Mr. Great Khali. Nice boot in the side of the leg and Khali fighting back. Nice clubbing blow to the back of the shoulder of Zack, and now Khali with a sidewalk slam. Look out, I've got like a good 15-20 seconds without a cough. I'm doing well. Khali now a clubbing blow to the back, and I think this is going to be an interesting one because Zack is probably the best designed out of the 3 guys in this episode to face off against Khali due to his more technical base. He knows his submissions, his takedowns very, very well. However, he's just struggling with the sheer power and strength of Khali. Every time Khali gets a chance, these clubbing blows are very vicious. And look, just launching Zack across the ring as well. Now Khali goes for the dodgiest taunt I think I've seen in a long time. A nice big boot to the back of the head of Zack Sabre Jr. Khali, though, looking to follow it up with a... Oh, it's a very interesting variation of a camel clutch. Going for the compression of the head instead of really wrenching the arms back as much as he could do. And Zack was able to break free. But there's the chop by Khali. Taking Zack down. And Khali... Oh, this could be a very short match indeed. Khali taking Zack up. Slams him down. There's the pin. 1, 2... And wow, the great Khali has just hammered Zack Sabre Jr. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, that India have qualified for the next round. Wow. India now top the group on 9 points at this point in time, with Japan on 8 and England on 7. So like I said, now this is the big one now. There can be no buffer match now then. No, there is no buffer match now. There's no buffer match. Essentially, either England or India are out. Sorry, no, I'll take that back. Either England or Japan are out. If India win the 6-man tag, England are eliminated. If England win the 6-man tag, Japan are eliminated. This is huge here. And here we are then, the all-important final match of Group B. The final match of the episode. The match will determine whether we see no Japan or no England in the next round. It's going to be a big loss either way, because both of those teams are pretty strong. And it's going to be a shame to lose one, but that is all part of the World Cup. That's how it all works. Now, let me just try and figure out what we're doing here. So, right. So we could still end up with a buffer match here. Or maybe not. I'll have to... No, I don't think we will, actually. I'll do it a different way. I'm just thinking that if England do win this episode, or win this match, then both England and India will both be on 9 points. However, I think that instead of doing a buffer match, what I will do is I'll just do it as they do in the World Cup and take the result between the two teams as the finale, which would mean that if England do win this match, they'll win the episode, which means they will finish top of the group, which means that England, top of the group, would then face the winners, or second place, sorry, in Group B, or Group A, which was the US. And India, as second place, would take on New Zealand. Those would be the two first quarter-final matches. That's pretty interesting, actually. England versus the US. You don't really want to win, but you have to win. That's the only chance England have got now. England can't finish second in the group. All they can do is win the group. It's a very similar to the situation that England had in the World Cup, where losing to Belgium in the group stages was actually the best thing that could have possibly happened to them. Because that gave them a much easier route through. England facing the US in the next round. They're not going to... I wouldn't say they'll be terrified of the US, because the US, in theory, weren't fantastic. The US, although hammering Europe 5-0, the US also lost a massive 4-1 to New Zealand, so they're beatable. Definitely beatable. And of course, if England do lose this match, then India will still top the India will top the group and they'll face the US. Japan will finish second in the group and they'll face New Zealand. So, two very interesting prospects across the whole thing. We are underway then. Both teams know how important this is. India will want to win this one because that will give them... Or will it? In fairness, India are best off losing this match, to be honest with you. Are they? No. Well, I can't figure out how one of this... No. Yeah, India are best off losing this match. That's right, yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now I've got it right. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the thing and add up in my head at the same time. It's a bit like being Sheldon Cooper or something like that. So yeah, if India lose this match, they'll finish second in the group and they'll get New Zealand. If England win this, so India win this match, they'll finish top of the group and they'll get the United States of America. I feel like India would prefer New Zealand. But like I said, it's not the end of the world for the United States. To be the best, you've got to beat the best. And that's exactly how this World Cup works. We will have a, just a lack of confusion, I have got scheduled in an extra episode after all the group stages to go through the groups, talk about what happened, quick recaps of all the episodes, and also how the next knockout stages will work out. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be at the end of all the group stages. Of course, we've still got the final matches from Group C and the final matches from Group D to get through. If I survive, that is. The way I'm going at the moment. Well, it's Thursday today for me anyway, so yeah, I'm recording this a day early, so at least I'll have hopefully a chunk of the weekend to try and be able to breathe for a bit. Khali bringing Pete Dunne back up to his feet now, hoist him up high, slams him down hard. So of course it was Khali and Sonjay Dutt both getting victories here this evening. Jinder Mahal lost to Pete Dunne. I wonder if that momentum will be with those two guys. Well, three guys if you include Pete Dunne. But Pete Dunne seems to be struggling at the moment against Khali. But then fights him back. At the moment it's Team India who are in control of the match. Jinder and Khali have Pete Dunne on his own in the middle of the ring. But now Pete Dunne's fighting back. Catching Jinder with the X-Plex. Nice. But Khali just takes him straight back down as Sonjay Dutt takes down Marty's Scurll, coming across and break up the pin on Zack Sabre Jr. Khali headbutts the back of Pete Dunne and follows it up, just launching Pete Dunne across the ring. Nice vertical suplex there as Zack Sabre Jr. has the armbar locked in on Sonjay Dutt, but Sonjay able to roll it through and break free. Khali was very slow to react to that, and I don't think he would have got there to break it up. Nice there by Sonjay. There it is, the sleeve soul. That's what got the victory earlier on the night, and all the Englishmen are down. Jinder takes down Marty's Scurll. Oh my god, Zack kicked out. That was almost it, but Jack Sabre Jr. was able to kick out. I thought that was it. I really did, as Pete Dunne now lining up on catches Khali. But Jinder was there to break it up as well. Zack Sabre Jr. doing his best impression of a crab, but getting caught with the stiff right hands, and Sonjay just ejects Zack from the ring. Nice neck breaker there by Khali, and again, Team India looking very good here. Khali taking up Pete Dunne. That's how Khali defeated Zack Sabre Jr., but doesn't go for the pin. Why has he not gone for the pin? That's insane. By Khali, it really is. But now Khali working over Marty's Scurll as well. Jinder now working over Pete Dunne, but Dunne catching Jinder. Jinder slides free. Reverse DDT. Marty now. There we go, locking in the chicken wing on Jinder Mahal. Is Jinder going to tap? Sonjay coming across, and Sonjay does break it up just in time. Wow. That was close, I feel. Very, very close. Marty there breaks up the pin by Sonjay Dutt on Zack Sabre Jr. Jinder brings Scurll back up to his feet. Hoists him up into that nice butterfly suplex. Pin here by Jinder. By Jinder? It was by Jinder, actually, yeah, and by Khali at the same time. Pete Dunne, nice bulldog, but he gets caught right in the side of the face. That vicious knee by Jinder Mahal. And I think Zack Sabre Jr. has got to be aware of this, because this is the callus here by Jinder Mahal, and I think that could be an all. Sonjay, no, Sonjay is getting taken out here by Zack. Zack rolls through, and two pins at the same time. Both broke when they saw the other one could be in danger. And Pete Dunne lives to fight another day. He's struggled here, Pete Dunne. Oh, nice knee in the gut there by Marty Scurll. Real back and forth match, this one. such an important match, but at this point in time, it feels like it could go either way. Wow. Look at this. Oh, Zack. Oh, you were so lucky, Zack, there to survive that, because that looked terrifying. Zack, Northern Light suplex on Khali, and at the other side of the ring there, Pete Dunne goes to the pin. Oh my god, it's a 2. I thought that was it. I thought Pete Dunne had stole that then from Jinder Mahal. X-Plex by Dunne on Jinder Mahal. But Dunne's the only man up here. Khali. My god, Khali just pinned Marty Scurll and won. Khali just pinned Marty Scurll out of nowhere. I didn't even see what happened to Scurll, but that is a 4-1 victory in the night for India. That is India winning the bloody group and England being eliminated. I am very disappointed. Very disappointed. I could not believe it. I thought England were going to do really well in this bloody competition. They've bloody been eliminated already. And to add on top, I've lost my bloody pen. It's my pen gone. Right. So that means India finished the competition on 11 points. Japan on 8. England on 7. And Australia on 4. India top the group and will face the United States of America in the second quarterfinal. But your first quarterfinal will be New Zealand versus Japan. Japan live to fight another day. They've literally been saved by Team India. Well, there we go. That's the end of the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. I do apologise profusely for me doing that through the entire episode. I do apologise. I've tried my hardest. I wanted to keep up to schedule, and we've just about done that, but it wasn't fun, was it? I apologise. I'll make sure I'm a bit better before the next episode, which will be Samoa versus Puerto Rico in an interesting one. That, because if Samoa can get a really saying that Samoa's, I think Samoa's out, to be honest with you. They're on 2 points so far, which is shocking, really. They've been hammered every single time. But they have got the easier one against Puerto Rico now. So it's all up for grabs, to be honest. But they need all 5 points to have any chance of survival. So we'll see what happens in that next episode. Yeah, if you have enjoyed it, please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.